Alright, so here's an update on the soybeans, if that's what you want to call it. The weeds and grass kind of overtook the soybeans, as you can see. There's not much in the way of soybeans. It's mainly grass and weeds. The soybeans are here, like this right here, but every plant has pretty much been chewed on by something. As you can see here, it's all these plants are pretty much eaten. So there's soybeans here. I know that you can't see them that well. There's some bean pods right there. They're not very big. Same with that. But as you can see, every plant has been pretty much chewed on. You can see the pods are like an inch off the ground. I mean, there's plants everywhere. They're just pretty much all have been eaten on. We're good, I don't know, 25 yards from the tree, from the woods. So this is my first year planting beans and no-tilling. No-tilling into corn stubble. Next year, if I do beans again, I'll probably plow everything and then plant it, just to help with the weeds. We had a bad burn down. It rained and the burn down didn't really take. I just had this sprayed about a week and a half ago, so it's starting to die off, but the grass and the weeds just went crazy. Yeah, there's beans throughout here, but I don't think we're gonna get anything for a crop. Everywhere there's a plant, the pods are basically nothing, and they're all chewed off. I haven't really seen a plant that hasn't been chewed on yet. Like, here's a plant right here with some pods on it. The pods are tiny, and all the plants are chewed off. Like, look at them. This plant here, it's just stubble. Never deer are out here eating it before it even got going. They're all just chewed off at the ground. I'll have to go look in that half over there. That half over there is where I broadcasted the soybeans. This side over here was just no-tilled into corn stubble. That side over there, because it was so wet, I broadcasted the beans with the 3-point spreader. There's nothing really even here. So it's kind of a bust. Big loss this year. We had crappy weather all spring. It rained a ridiculous amount. Ton of rain. This side of the field usually does pretty good. I mean, and I haven't seen one plant that hasn't been chewed down to a stubble. I'll check the back field. That one field in the back was probably my best field. It's kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. This is the cut in between two fields, the front field and the back fields. It's at least drying out finally. It was a swamp all spring. And here's the back field. You You can see bean plants here, same thing, just all eaten. Every one of these is just, the deer have been hammering them. All these plants here just ate off. There's not really, all these bean plants are just, have been devoured. You can see them all here. Yeah, there's a lot of grass and weeds, but I mean, the deer have just been in here eating everything since they've came up. I mean, look at all these plants right here, just every single one of them's just ate down to the ground. All through here. There's a couple well, even these plants have been ate on. And then I got that field back there. It's going to be the same way. Tall grass and weeds. Plants, there's a lot of stems, but that's why you can't really see any plants. Every single one of them that I find chewed off. I mean, they're not in here real thick. The plants, that is. And look at all these plants. Are just, every single one of them just. Yeah, I mean, at least the plants got put in the ground and they did germinate. They're just, you can't see any because everything ate them. The pods on these never really developed. They probably got, plant probably got 8 before it had a chance. Every single one of them. So, I don't even think it's worth running a combine through here. I haven't seen any plants that are even like tall enough, nor any that have any decent pods that would even produce anything. I got pictures of a ton of deer coming through here. There's a couple nice bucks, but really this is just like a $4,000 food plot at this point. I mean, the beans, if you can see, the plants are here. There's plants. The plants are all over. Every single one of them's just ate to the ground. What's your guys' suggestions as far as, I mean, the deer are just hammering these plants. They were eating them ever since they came out of the ground. I know one lonely farmer quit planting beans and stuff because of the deer just destroying his. But I mean, there's a ton of stems here, but that's all they are. Do you guys recommend not planting beans anymore? My corn did good last year. And just go back to just planting corn. I mean, look at this. Every single one of these plants, it's like somebody came through here and brush hogged it. I don't know, I'll have to talk to Bob. He just came out and sprayed a week and a half ago, everything, so all the grass and weeds are finally dying off, but I haven't really seen one. There's a bunch of bean plants right here. They're all just everything. I haven't seen one bean plant that's not eaten. All stems. I don't see any like decent pods to where, I mean, there's a row of plants right there. They don't have one decent pod. The majority of the pods are like that. I don't even think it developed. They probably ate the plant. The bean quit growing. I got big rocks like that that aren't good. Alright, so back here's where I broadcasted the soybeans. It's the same thing. You can see plants are here and they're all eaten. They just didn't grow. All eaten. This plant's just you can see these little pods. I mean, they're not even going to develop anything. Every single one of these plants is been browsed. And I mean, this whole field's like that. I mean, those are all... I broadcasted all this with that 3-point spreader. And they just came through here and ate it all. At least this actually was covered with beans. Everywhere you look here, it's beans. But I mean, like, that's how big that bean is. I mean, they have eaten it. Every single one of these is eaten to the ground. This whole patch. At least out here, it looks like a carpet of soybeans. But it's own. I can't believe they ate every plant. And like this whole part of the field out here looks like that. This part of the field was all disked. We ran the disc over all this, and then I just came out and broadcasted. So I can't say if the broadcaster works or not. We got a nice covering of beans, and then I disked over it real light, but nothing here has developed into anything. They're all eaten. This was also planted later. This was planted the end of June. So, if you guys have any suggestions next year, I don't know if I'm going to do beans again. This is just too much money wasted. I got about $4,000 between fertilizer, seed, and fuel to plant like 25 acres. And I don't think there's anything here that can even be salvaged. I haven't seen any decent pods. the combine head would have to be in the dirt to even get any of this. I mean, it's still growing. I don't know, it probably isn't growing. I guess once the deer eat the top of the stem, I think it just stunts them. But let me know what you guys think. Is there anything you can do besides shoot the deer to control? I mean, everything here has been grazed. This out here is probably the best beans, and it's only a 1/4 acre of them. So these plants actually, I mean, even these ones have been browsed. They're still have been munched on a little bit. You can see, like, they just chew the ends of the plants off. But these beans are about 1 foot high and have pods on them. But these are probably the best beans, and they're not good. I didn't really put out any videos for a while. I've been busy working and taking vacation, and there's nothing really to show progress on. As you can see, the beans aren't that great.